Hi dear students, welcome to my class. This is for 10th students, okay, 10th students, and the subject is chemistry. And the chapter is metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. Okay. In the last class, we were discussed the physical properties of metals. Okay. In this class, I am going to discussing about some exercise questions. Okay. In the please open the page number 49. Page number 49. Page number 49. In that we have two main questions. In that first question is like this. So write the electron dot structure for the sodium, next oxygen, and magnesium. Okay, we have to write the electron dot structure. So first I am going to write the electronic configurations of all these elements. Okay, so sodium atomic number is 11. Sodium atomic number 11. So electronic configuration is EC, represents electronic configurations. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. Okay, so simply we can also written as a 2, 8, 1. Okay, so in the same way oxygen atomic number is 8. The electronic configuration of oxygen is like this: 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Okay, 4 plus 4 8. So simply we can written as a 2, 8, 2, 6. Okay, in the same way magnesium atomic number is 12 and electronic configuration is like this: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2. so simply 2, 8, 2. Okay, so in electronic dot structure what we do is first we should write the symbol of that element. So sodium symbol is Na. So this is 1, 2, 3. So I am going to writing for this sodium element. So sodium element at a symbol is Na. So in that, how many valence electrons are there, or how many electrons are present in the outermost shell? So in the first shell we can observe only 2 electrons, and in a second shell we have 8 electrons, and in third shell we have only 1 electron. That's why we have to write Na one single dot. So this is the electron dot structure of sodium. Okay, and next is oxygen. Right now, so oxygen symbol is O. Right now oxygen symbol is O. So for this, so first we should write the symbol O, and valence electrons. How many valence electrons in this? In first shell we have observed that in oxygen, in first shell we have 2 electrons. After that in second shell, so in second shell we have 2 plus 4, totally 6 electrons. For this oxygen atom you have to need represent the 6 valence electrons, means 6 dots. 6 dots around the oxygens. So this is the symbol of oxygen, and this is the electronic dot structure of sodium, and this is the electron dot structure of oxygen. Okay, next is magnesium. Magnesium. So magnesium atomic number 12 and electronic configuration we know, and in last shell how many electrons only we have 2 electrons. See, in first shell 2 electrons, second shell here 2 plus here 6, totally 8, and in third shell we have 2 electrons. Okay, that's why first you have to write the symbol of the magnesium, that is Mg, and represent the 2 dots. So this is the way to write the electron dot structure of elements. Okay, Okay, next question is show the formation of Na2O. Second question in first main. Second question, show that the formation of Na2 sodium oxide, that is sodium oxide, and magnesium oxide MgO by electrons of transfer of electrons transfer of electrons. Okay, so first we should write the electronic configuration of sodium and oxygen. In this I already written the sodium electronic configurations. Okay, see the sodium electronic configuration, oxygen electronic configuration is already I written. So in this simply I written the electron dot structure of sodium and oxygen, and explain the formation of sodium oxide and magnesium oxide. Okay, first I am going to write Na. So Na have only one electron, so only one electron in this outer shell, so that's why I am going to write one dot here. Okay, Na one dot, this dot represents electron. Okay, so this is 1A. So next is Na, this is another Na. So in here we have 2 Na right now, that's why I am writing 2 Na. So from this 2 Na, so we have write another element, that is oxygen. So oxygen, this is the symbol of oxygen O, and represents the 6 electrons in the dot, in the way of dotting. So these dots represents the valence electrons of this oxygens. Okay, so this is the formation. So Na2 and oxygen formation like this. So 2 electrons are transfer like this, and it gives the like structure. After donating Na one electron, it have a positive charge, Na plus and Na plus. So Na plus, Na plus. So simply we can written as Na to Na, that is Na2 plus, Na2 plus. Okay, or simply we can write this type also. So Na and oxygens. So already in the oxygen we have 6 electrons. So after receiving of 2 electrons from sodium, the valence electrons of this combination of sodium and oxygen totally 8 electrons. For this extra 2 electrons I am going to represent like this -2. Okay, so this is the symbol of Na and O minus. So this leads to Na2O. So this is the way to represent the electron transfer of electrons in Na2O, or formation of Na2O. So next is MgO. Magnesium oxides. In the same way, magnesium has 2 electrons in the outermost shell, or valence electrons. Okay, this magnesium reacts with oxygen. So oxygen I already written here 6 electrons in its valence shell. So this is Mg and this is O. So formation of MgO, this leads to here 2 electrons here transfer to here. Mg 2 electrons Mg lost 2 electrons and oxygen gains 2 electron. Okay, so Mg releases or loss of 2 electrons, that's why I am writing Mg2 plus, and oxygen gets 2 electrons, that's why I am going to write -2. So totally 8 dots. Okay, that gives magnesium oxide. So see in this charges, here positive 2 is there and here -2 is there. So total combining ionic product should be equal or neutral. Charges are equal, that means ionic compound should be neutral. Okay, this is what sodium oxide and magnesium oxide. Okay, in the first main third question is what are the ions present in these compounds. So ions present in these compounds are, so see Mg ion is there, that's why Mg +2, and oxygen ion is there, Mg -2, and sodium ion. These 3 ions are present in these compounds. Okay, This is what first question. So next question is second question, that is why do ionic compounds have high melting points? Ionic compounds having high melting point, why? So answer is very simple. So these ionic compounds are formed by a attractive force. Which force ma? Attractive force. Ionic compounds formed by strong attractive force of between the two ions, between two ions. That ion should be one positive and another one is negative. Okay, so and also a considerable amount of energy is required to break that strong interionic attraction. That's why these ionic compounds are very strong force. Okay, this is what today's class. In the next class we will discuss the occurrence of metals. Okay, thank you.